Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to City Hall. On behalf of myself, the Council President, Lakeisha Collins-Bellamy, the Majority Leader, John Rubo, Councilwoman Tasha Diaz, and Councilwoman Deanna Robinson, all here today on this very special day with the Superintendent of Schools, Superintendent Solares. Always good to see you, the President of the Board of Education, and the Sheila Greenwald also with us today as one of our trustees, the Yonkers administrators and staff, all the family members that are here today, right? Everyone is here today to celebrate our young people. And what a celebration it is when you hear about them and when those who are watching on TV hear about them, and it makes you feel real good about Yonkers, our future, our kids. It says a lot about them, and they are quite an impressive group. They really are. So before we begin, I'd like to introduce Saunders Senior, William Williams, to lead us in the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
So smart and also very talented. Thank you again. Let's give it up for Williams. As you know, education has been and continues to be a top priority for all of us here in Yonkers. Last year, thanks to Senator Shelley Mayer, who is at the state capitol fighting for Yonkers, so I want to make sure that I give her the recognition that she deserves. She was the prime sponsor of a bill that was passed and signed into law by the governor, suggesting that students participate on the policy-making board for the local school districts. And this excited me and the superintendent and all of us, because as much as we have full faith in the knowledge and experience of our fine Yonkers Board of Trustees, and we do, I also believe that our young people have great insightful ideas as well, and can be a very positive voice on our board. Our task of finding a young person to join our board was, I think, easier than many of us have anticipated. And why? Because we have, seriously, some of the finest and most impressive juniors and seniors to choose from. And that's why you see 4 of them standing beside me here today. All of them impressed me so much, and we're so excited that they were willing to participate in this. Yonkers seniors, and you heard them sing, William Williams and Jalen Wesley will serve their terms through the end of the school year. And juniors, Raphael and Margaret Ian, will serve as alternates and move on as trustees, right? Trustees in their senior year, next year. So before I swear them in, let me share with you a little bit about our newest members of the Yonkers Board of Trustees. Let's start with William Williams, who is a senior at Saunders, a member of My Brother's Keeper, part of student government, the music club, as you can clearly see. He was recently awarded a state championship in a prepared speech and is attending Emory University this fall. So I give you William Williams. We have Jalen Wesley, who is a senior at Yonkers High, a member of the Yonkers Student Government and Unified Yonkers Student Leadership Council. She's a member of various groups. She's also a part of the choir, the Crockett drama, and crochet. What is it?
Crochet.
Oh, sorry. You see, no matter what, right? That's what happens when you hang out with smart people. Crochet drama and Math Society, and numerous community service projects, including joining me up at the state capitol, where we lobbied for additional aid for Yonkers. So let's give it up for Jalen Wesley. Our alternates, Rafael Diaz is a junior at Saunders in the electrical computer program, an active member of the robotics club. We know how impressive that crew is. It really is. A member of the Unified Yonkers Student Leadership Council. Hopes to study at NYU, and he's attended its summer program in cybersecurity. So he's doing a great job. And we have Margaret Enan, who's a junior at Lincoln High School, has held leadership positions with the film club, student council, newspaper club, and numerous honors, and is on the numerous honor societies. So definitely, and she has big plans about where she's gonna go, and she's looking at some great universities, and so we're really excited to see next year when we introduce you again, we'll be able to kind of disclose all that, right? So I'm confident that they will serve our district. They are loyal, professional, and there's a lot, like I said, a lot here for us to be all proud of. So I'm going to ask that you raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Jalen Wesley,
Do solemnly swear
solemnly swear
to support the Constitution of the United States,
to support the Constitution of the United States,
Constitution of the State of New York,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Charter of the City of Yonkers.
and the Charter of the City of Yonkers.
And I'll faithfully discharge the duties
I will faithfully discharge the duties
of ex-officio trustee
of ex-officio trustee
for the Yonkers Board of Education
for the Yonkers Board of Education
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Congratulations. I'm going to ask that I invite actually William Williams to speak on behalf of the students that are here before I ask the superintendent and members of the city council to come up and say a few words. So, William?
As you all know, it is my greatest honor to be appointed as a student representative to the Board of Education. Thank you, Mayor Mike Spano, and thank you, the Board of Education. Thank you so much for giving both I and my peers a chance to represent the opinions of my fellow students. Thank you so much.
Got height too, by the way. I don't know. Mr. Superintendent, come up and say a few words. Let's give it up for the superintendent.
We'll try to be short and sweet because we have a couple Board of Education workshops, meetings in a little bit. But I think I'm most proud of is this was really a really hard exercise for the mayor. He's not telling you 100%. We sent him 4 candidates, and he was really supposed to pick 2. And he said, I can't choose. They are all so good and talented. And I think that's the thing that excites me the most is that as I've spent now a year in Yonkers, is the kids that we serve, the community that we serve, is beautiful, is talented, and they are anxious to have their voices heard. So from whether it's our superintendent, student advisory council, and now the trustees, to have students sitting at the table offering their opinions, their input on policy changes or recommended changes to the districts is what excites me, because at the end of the day, we're talking about the future generation of the city of Yonkers, and we want them to come back and be proud of the school district that they left, and I think we can only do that better with their voice. So I'm excited to have them at the table, and as we move forward and close out this year, but also start next year, we've got a lot of hot topics to talk about, and student voice will be very, very vital to the success of that. So as your superintendent, I'm excited to have you join, and this is a historic moment because it's never happened in the city of Yonkers, so you are now a part of history. So with that, if I could have our board president give some comments quickly.
Good afternoon, everyone. I think I don't need any words here to just express the delight of everyone here. These are the best of the best. They really will represent their peers beautifully. We had the opportunity to hear their answers to our questions. The mayor certainly screened them and found that the four of them agreed with us that the four of them should serve, and we really look forward to making history with them on the Board of Education. Thank you so much also to the trustees, Greenwald that is here with me, to all of them, because they were so very gracious and important in this process. Thank you all, and congratulations.
Just so everybody knows, the two seniors who serve as the official members. Then we have alternate members. It'll be the juniors, and then of course when our seniors graduate, they will also move up in those positions. And I have to just echo something the superintendent said. It was hard to choose between the four of them, but I was just so impressed because I got to sit down with Sue and to sit down with them individually. And I just love this generation. They're so bright, they're so committed, but they're so nice, And I really, we can say that about every generation, but I can say that, but I feel like we can say that with this generation. And it makes you feel good about the future because, you're looking at a Board of Education right now that's kind of reflective of us. And in 20 years from now, that Board of Education can be reflective of you. And so it's nice for you to kind of get a hands-on control right now, and maybe you can help formulate some changes. With the City Council, I'm going to ask the Council President to come up to say a few words. I'll also ask Tasha Diaz to come up because she's chair of the Education Committee. So, Council President Lakeisha Collins-Bellamy.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today is such an awesome experience. Just 5 years ago, I was standing where you were, but we were outside. It was still COVID, and I was being sworn in as a trustee on the Board of Education. So I understand the assignment. And to have students in these positions is such an invaluable tool that it was the brainchild of someone from Yonkers is not surprising. So Shelley Mayer, Senator, thank you so much for this legislation, because our children are the future, but they are insightful. And I learned this by many of the young adults standing here who came before our city council some months ago. We had a legislative exercise in which I asked the students to speak for or against a piece of legislation. And several of the students that are standing here attended that event. And I think it's by no surprise, but speaks to our children that attend Yonkers Public Schools. And so when I spoke to one of the students and the person said, "I'm nervous," I said, "Remember that day you came to speak before the council? Well, keep that same energy because it's about advocacy. But as the mayor said, respectfully. So this generation understands what we need from you is advocacy respectfully. Speak up, have your voices heard. Be the voice for the other students that come after you, and take this and run with it. This is just, it'll be something on your resume that can take you leaps and bounds into your future when you're looking at colleges, when you're looking at careers, because this is an important assignment. So I want to congratulate you all once again. I know that you are some of our smartest and brightest here in Yonkers Public Schools, and I am proud to say that I stand here and support you all today and know that you will do an exceptional job. Congratulations once again.
Good afternoon. As Education Chair for the City of Yonkers, this is what warms my heart, to see actually children from the city that I grew up in, that I raised my children in, and to actually see students from Saunders, the school that I went to when I graduated from, to see them behind me, to know that this is what the future of Yonkers looks like. And if this is what the future of Yonkers looks like, we have a very good future ahead of us. We on the City Council, we fight tirelessly to bring dollars down, and that is why, because this is what we exhibit. Excellence in Yonkers. And my motto has always been, Yonkers breeds champions. So congratulations to all of the students here, and I'll be looking forward to speaking to you and seeing you in the near future. Thank you.
Okay, well, that concludes the ceremony today, but this is exciting. And like I said, it's nice to know that the future is really bright when you look at our kids, and we know that in a crazy world politically, we all know what's going on out there, that there is light, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Right here are our lights. Let's remember that. Nice to see everybody.